The giant goat and the tiny elephant, in a lush valley where time seemed to pause. An extraordinary friendship blossomed between two unlikely creatures, a giant goat named Gruff and a tiny elephant named Piko. Gruff towered over the trees, his majestic horns spiraling toward the sky, while Piko could easily fit in the crook of his hoof. The two met on a cool morning by the crystal stream. Piko, wandering alone, had tumbled into the water while trying to drink. Gruff, grazing nearby, heard the splash and rushed to help. With a gentle nudge of his enormous snout, he lifted Piko out of the stream and onto dry land. "Thank you, big friend," squeaked Piko, shaking his tiny trunk. "You saved me," Gruff chuckled, his deep voice resonating like distant thunder. "You're welcome, little one. What brings you here alone?" "I'm on a quest," Piko said proudly, puffing out his tiny chest. "I'm searching for the Golden Acorn. It's said to grant wisdom to those who find it." A Gruff tilted his head, intrigued. "I've heard tales of the Golden Acorn. It's hidden atop the misty ridge. The journey is treacherous for someone so small. Will you help me?" Piko asked, his bright eyes filled with hope. Gruff thought for a moment and then nodded. "I'll carry you there." And so, their adventure began. Gruff trod carefully, ensuring Piko stayed balanced on his massive back. Together, they crossed roaring rivers, climbed jagged cliffs, and braved eerie forests where danced like living creatures. As they neared the misty ridge, a sudden storm erupted. The wind howled, and rain poured down in sheets. Gruff shielded Piko with his large horns, his sturdy frame standing firm against the elements. "Almost there," Piko encouraged, his small voice cutting through the storm. Finally, they reached the peak. Amidst a grove of ancient trees, they found the Golden Acorn, glowing faintly in the mist. Piko leaped down and touched it with his trunk. As the light enveloped them, a booming voice echoed, "You have shown courage, determination, and the strength of friendship. The wisdom you seek is within you both." The storm cleared, and a rainbow arched across the valley, but resolute. Gruff and Piko looked at each other, understanding the truth of the words. It wasn't the acorn that mattered. It was the journey and the bond they had formed. From that day on, Gruff and Piko became legends in the valley, symbols of how even the largest and smallest can achieve greatness together.